Oh, you're going. This is softball, not baseball. Well, you hit a ball that's pitched at you with a stick, then run around a set of bases arranged in a diamond formation. Low-impact baseball is still baseball. The title Softball Tengoku means softball heaven, and it's the first of 2 softball games on the Famicom. The primary difference between how softball is played and how baseball is played, at least in terms of the computer game, is that any ball landing past a certain line is automatically a home run, though you can catch the ball after it crosses that line, and the batter is out. When it comes to pitching, you can pitch overhand or underhand. You throw overhand by hitting A, you throw underhand by hitting B. The big thing in Softball Tengoku is every time you play, you build a team. You pick out 10 players from a group of 60. 9 players will be on the field, and you'll have an alternate. And it is a huge variety of characters. You've got cute animals, monsters, and some normal people who are just there. They all have different abilities as well. And building a good team is not simple. You'll want some fast people for your outfielders, some bulky power hitters, and someone who's good at pitching. You trade off selecting team members with the other player, so it's just like picking teams at school. You even pick out your team name. Once you've built your team, you can still switch around their positions at any time. You will definitely need a guide to know who's who and what they can do. You can make some general guesses. The rabbit's going to be fast. But what does the guy who's a giant eyeball do? And the pitching position's probably the most difficult one to fill. Only some of the characters are good at pitching, and everyone else just kind of lobs it slowly over the plate. Without a good pitcher, you can't put any kind of curve on the ball. The character variety also causes another problem. The fielding in Softball Tengoku is even worse than it usually is in baseball games. Here, you not only have the problem where you don't know where the ball's coming down, and you have to position off-screen fielders to chase after it, but the ball is also often faster than your fielders. It can land next to them, bounce over their heads, and then roll away faster than they can chase. And some of the characters don't have great hands. They have a tendency to drop the ball when it comes to them. As I learned which players were better in which positions, I did get better about fielding, but it's an unnecessary hurdle. One thing you're going to notice in Softball Tengoku is that there's a lot of home runs. They just keep coming up. Though having the rest of your team come out to congratulate you for hitting a homer is kinda cute. Your ultimate goal in the game is to win a match on all 5 of the fields, and then take the championship game. Every time that you win a game, you're given a password so that you could pick up where you left off. I really liked the idea of having a bunch of wacky characters and picking out your team from them, but Softball Tengoku doesn't really work. Part of it is the lack of information. You'll have to play this game a while before you figure out who's best where. But the real problem is that the on-field action is really poorly implemented. This is closer to Nintendo's baseball than anything we've seen in a while. I think if it controlled a little bit better, and if it showed the players' stats as you were picking your team, then this would be a much better game. Building your own team of softball monstars is cool, but it doesn't carry the game that far.